how to draw this adorable little parrot? If so, you are going to need something to make your doodle on, something to draw your doodle with, something to outline your doodle when you are done drawing, and something to erase any mistakes that you might make. And some crayons, some markers, some color pencils, or some paint. And when you have all of those supplies, you can get ready to draw this parrot. Hello! I hope that you are ready to doodle a parrot today. So we are going to start with our paper vertically, which means that it is tall this way, but it is skinny this way. And the first thing that we're going to do for our parrot is we are going to start with a nice curved line for his body. And I am in the bottom half of the paper. It can go wherever you like. We just need a little bit of space towards the top of his head, which would probably, his head would curve kind of up in here. So we need some space out here for some feathers. So you really can move it up if you would like. I kind of want him down low. So now I'm going to skip maybe about 3 inches, possibly. And I'm going to act like this line is going to continue, and I'm going to curve it down. So this space right here is where I'm going to toss in some feathers. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to do some curls. So a twist out here and kind of a rounded triangle shape here, or a spike, like a curved spike. And I'm just going to kind of go back in on my bird. And I tried to do it so I have a big one, I have a medium one, and I have a small one. So I definitely want it to get smaller as it goes down my parrot. So now I'm going to go ahead and draw in his beak. So I'm going to go ahead and where I ended my line here, I'm going to curve down and around with a nice curved line for the outer part of his beak. And then I'm going to come in on the other side of that line. And I'm going to go in, then I'm going to go down and curl out a little bit. So I create kind of a really shallow S curve here. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to curve up and down. So another kind of shallow S curve shape. Now I've got the top part of my bird's beak. So I'm going to go ahead and add in a little number 6 for his nostril, because birds do have nostrils on their beaks. And I'm going to go from the corner here, just down and around with a curved line that's going to go up into the other chunk of beak. So now I've got his whole beak drawn in, and we've got his body over here. So let's go ahead and give him his eyes. So I'm going to go ahead right above where his beak ends. I'm going to draw on his eye, and I'm definitely going to do the upside down number 8 for shine marks, because he needs to have... He's got a big eye, so I like to give 2 shine marks when the eye is bigger, just to help give him a little more life. All right, so now I'm going to go down right under his beak, and I'm going to create his wings. I'm going to go a little bit over from the middle here, and I'm going to curve out. So I'm going over a little bit, and I'm kind of doubling this line here, right here. And this is just going to be a side wing. And then I'm going to come over, it's about an inch space, and curve out. And then all I'm going to do is just kind of curve down, come out with another like V shape, and curve out here to match up. So I've got 3 little feathers poking off there, and we can come back in since we're making a parrot, and we're going to have like those reds and those blues, and we can add another line of feathers, and you can even do another line of feathers, whatever works for you to help create the look that you want on your parrot, so that way coloring it could be a little bit easier. So I'm going to skip maybe about a ½ inch here, and I'm going to curve up into his body. And right here where I skipped, I'm gonna go ahead and make a C. So I'm gonna go ahead and make kind of a sideways C. So if I hold it up, my C is a little bit crooked there. And then I'm gonna curve inward so I end up with kind of a moon shape, like a crescent moon shape. And this is his claw. And I'm gonna come out from those corners of his claw. So I'm gonna come straight out with a line, and this is gonna be the perch that he's on. So I'm gonna go at the very end here, I'm gonna draw an oval, and that oval is gonna help make this look like a stick or a pole, or so maybe he's a pet, and this is a pole that he's on in his cage. So this is our foot in the front, so I'm gonna come over here where our foot in the back is, and I'm gonna make a C shape. And then I'm gonna back up and make that crescent shape. So this is my other foot. And then what you want to do is, if you have a ruler, maybe line up that line so you make sure that it's nice and straight. Mine already isn't very straight. And draw it in and kind of go all the way across off your paper. So this line comes at a diagonal. It's not a very perfect straight line, and that's okay. It's gonna come at an angle out. Now right here, my foot wasn't quite large enough, so I'm just gonna kind of curve it around there. And when I color, actually I'll just color it in black right now. That way it just kind of has a little bit of a shadow, kind of fills in. All right, so now I've got my bird's body, we've got his beak. Let's go ahead and add a side feather over here. So we're just gonna do a curved line, and that's this feather, but on the back side of his body, so the part that we're not really seeing. And then on his chest, we can go ahead and add just a couple W's or U shapes for some front feathers, especially if you wanna give him a fade look. Now I'm gonna come down over here for his tail feather. So I'm gonna go out diagonally over here, and I'm gonna come kind of down at a slight angle over here. I want the base down here to be nice and wide, but I want the part towards his body to be a little bit closer together. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go in and add in some feathers. So I'm just gonna do some curves, some zigzags, and I'm very low to the base of my paper, so I can go off of it. See how I'm just adding in his tail. And now I've got my adorable little parrot. Look how cute he is. All right, so if there's anything else that you wanted to add to your doodle, go ahead and add that in now. Outline it with your marker and grab your crayons, your colored pencils, or your markers so we can go ahead and color in this adorable little parrot. And I cannot wait to see what yours look like. So get all of those supplies. Let's get started. Look at how adorable our little parrot turned out. I hope that you had fun drawing with me today. If so, please like, subscribe, and share the video. And I can't wait to see you again next time. Have a great day. Goodbye.